Good morning, chatty chatters. It's a Monday, and it's time for more City Skylines 2. Devs will be live in about 30 minutes with their new information, so we're very excited for that. And then later we'll be playing some City Skylines 1 and talking about all your thoughts and all things City Skylines 2 that we learned from today's video. So good morning to you. welcome back and good to see you. I was just jumping on their video right now to see if there is any information from their blog. Usually they make a post related to each and every little video that they put out. Honestly, these videos are really good, but there's so much more information that covers so many different details. I mean, we get like a 5-minute video, and then on top of that, there's like maybe a 500-word post that then covers like maybe 5 new things that, you know, they go into detail about and or didn't cover too much. I mean, their videos, it's only so much time for a video, but words at least can explain a lot of things that they just didn't get to. So welcome back. Good to see you all here. I'm going to try to find this here, but let's see. I'm going to just see if I can find any sort of post about their latest stuff. Now, their blog post for the zones and signature buildings that should be out today isn't posted because obviously they haven't dropped their video yet. So I'm just going to go find some of the old ones. And we'll take a look at some of the other videos related to things that you may have missed too, including road tools, traffic AI, public and cargo transportation. Then today they're going to go over zones and signature buildings. Now, I'm not sure exactly what that means. It could be monuments. That could, I mean, they could be renaming stuff or reclassifying things. So good times. Welcome aboard. It's going to be a good day. All right, let's go to one of the older videos. I'm just going to pull this up here and see what we can find for all the old stuff. Let's see. Well, I'm going to their description here, and I see they've listed like their Steam community posts. But where's their actual blog? Let me check and see if I can find it on the first one. They got info all over. I mean, it's spewing. Ah, there it is. Oh, they only have one dev diary so far, though. I see what they did. Okay. So they put it on one, but not all of them. Cool. All right. I was just trying to figure out what they did. Get out of here, Sheet Fox. All right, cool. All right. So road tools you probably have already seen, but I just wanted to go to their vlog, which is here. It's got videos and pictures. So we've already seen a lot of this information, Dev Diary 1, but I haven't seen the other ones. I've been so busy trying to like find images for this game and see other things related to it. I'm going to go ahead and make a link to this one right now in the chat. So if you want to find this, just go to paradoxplaza.com/forum/developer diary. And this should cover everything. This is really good information. They show things that are not even featured in the videos, like some pictures related to like parallel roads and stuff. That's sexy. So it's got me excited about this game. I mean, there's 2, you know, parallel highways right there, and then just how beautifully they go over like a little bit of a section of land and then right over road. And then it looks like it actually goes over houses here. So it does look like we can finally build buildings underneath. I've been wondering that, like it's been looking like that, but you know, I don't know until I know for myself. But there's just gorgeous images of this game. So in about 20 minutes, we should be able to learn all the new stuff. So that's good. I just want to take a look at the pictures because they're pretty and they're worth 1,000 words. Who wants to live in between a highway? I know. That's something I would do for industrial. Like I'd definitely put like a warehouse under there. But oh, this must be the new cemetery. Looks like a bunch of crypts. Oh, tennis courts are like bright orange. Oh, that's part of... wait a minute. This looks like it could be part of a high school, maybe. These look like modules. Like tennis court, plop next to a gazebo, plop next to what could be a volleyball court, maybe? Or a sandbox. Which this game is. Oh my god. But yeah, they go into a lot more detail about things we didn't know. This second vlog post is about traffic AI, which is good because it explains how probably one of the most important things we learned about the game in terms of traffic is how the traffic is finally going to use all lanes, and B, they're actually going to prioritize 4 things. I think it's like price, comfort, distance, and something else, maybe like sightseeing or something. I forget them all, but I'm very excited. Oh, that's true. Living under a highway does give you a free roof bonus. That's true. Roundabout behavior. Oh, they didn't even really talk about that in the videos. They go into details about traffic accidents. Bro, every time I've been seeing videos of this game, they keep showing these little tiny smart cars. How? How does that happen? The lanes in this game are huge. I mean, this person should never be allowed to drive again. I don't know how that happened. Even the taxi's like, whoa, I'm getting out of here. Actually, wait a minute. This guy probably flipped their car and was like, ah, screw it. And they went and waited to the side of the road, hailed a cab, and then like they're getting out of there. Leaving the scene of an accident. Oh, look at that. Oh, see? Okay, damn it. I've been so busy I haven't been able to see these official images. This is my first look at a parking garage. And this looks like it's near an airfield or an airport. Wow. Man, that looks awfully nice. Hey, Vandus, thank you very much for the 4 months, dude. Can you get a hell yeah this morning? Hell yeah. Y'all excited for City Skylines 2?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Good to see you, man. Thanks for the support. That looks good. I like the safety things all around this. Like there's the gates and the height limiter and all that stuff. Wow, even is that an AC unit? Okay, wait a minute. Devs, what the hell? All right, maybe it's for a closed section where you go to the elevator if it's a little spicy. Cool. There's so many good things here. By the way, this is all the things that they'll be talking about all the way up to the release of the game. So today we have ourselves zones and signature buildings, and then Thursday, city services. Now this is cool. July 17th is going to be every day is going to be a big day, but July 17th is going to be big because on the 17th they're going to cover more details about fire departments, police departments, hospitals, etc. But then also, maybe we could, I was going to say water and electricity, but that'll be after. But they'll cover the thing that I really like about city services, which is the districts. Like, you could build a school in the middle of your city and have it service 4 districts that are huge. And instead of it being based on a radius now of the building, it's now based more on how effectively you build your highways and mass transit. So maybe people have to cover a long distance, but if you built a really effective highway and a very good mass transit system, well, then people won't have any problems going a long distance to get to, like a school or a hospital, or vice versa, those services coming to them, like a fire department, getting on the highway and then getting to where the disaster is. July 24th, another big day because of electricity and power. Really hope to see many, many different options for power plants. I hope we don't just get coal power plant and then advanced coal power plant with a bunch of different options. I hope we get like a small, medium, and large plant, and that we can then build onto those with different nodes. Maybe the nodes will be the same. Like, obviously if you build a more expensive power plant at the start, the initial cost of that will be high, but the upgrade cost will be low because you won't have to upgrade for a while. But, yeah. Maps and themes on July 31st, which is like, all right, I want to see what some of the maps might look like, or maybe they'll talk about map creation, which is cool because modders are gonna bring in every major city on Earth will eventually be modded into this game, probably within the first year. Power plants might be modular. Yeah, they did show that. Yeah, that you can actually put like a generator next to a coal power plant, and I hope that each power plant gets its own upgrades, or maybe the upgrades are the same, but the power plants can all look completely different. Yep, climate and seasons are wholly new to the game, exactly. That'll be on August 7th. Economy and production on August 14th. That kind of goes back to what they covered on July 3rd, which was public cargo and transportation, explaining a little bit about how cargo is made and shipped around, but more detail. August 21st, citizen simulation and life path. That kind of goes right back into traffic AI a little bit. I mean, mostly your viewing of the people will be how they get around the city, but obviously they're going to cover a little bit more about how the different ages in the game have different desires. Like the youth of the city will value money because they have little. They're just getting started with life and just starting to make their own money. And then older folks will value their time a little bit more, which will be interesting. So they might want to, I don't know, it'll lead for different needs in your city. And so thus your city won't just need to grow, but it'll be based on also your city growing in other ways, like your population growing old, which is interesting. August 28th, game progression. That is probably going to be milestones. We have seen it confirmed that your city will be restricted a bit by the size of the city via population, and that's very cool. They've also confirmed, like, what is it called? Development points. But I don't know how those are generated yet, so I'm excited for that. They may have covered that in the vlogs, but I got to see that. September 4th, Sound and Music. It's going to be a DMCA nightmare, probably. We'll see. And then September 11th will be Cinematic Camera and Photo Mode, which is also pretty good. Because a lot of people are going to be taking pretty pictures of their city and sharing them on day one. So that's going to be cool. So there's going to be a lot of things to look forward to, and maybe more. Like maybe this is just the first batch. Game will come out in October, so we got a long way to go for that. Ooh, traffic between other cities. Ooh, yep, not liking that. Not a big fan of that. Yep. Traffic just kind of goes to the edge of the map and then vanishes. Now, that's a minor complaint just for me. However, if it works where like a bus or a car will go to the edge of the map, and if we don't have to connect to a pre-existing highway and we're kind of making our own connections, then I'm a little bit more okay with that. Because currently the way it goes is that, you know, there's a whole highway system through the map, and then you have to connect to already pre-existing locations, but you can always delete that kind of thing. If we pre-purchase, can we get it earlier? Or I haven't seen a pre-purchase bonus for that. I did see a pre-purchase bonus for... You do get something for pre-purchase or pre-ordering. And I think it has something to do with building types or skins or something like that. I think you get a few more growable buildings, I think. Yeah, not a fan of this, but I could see why they do that. And that might actually make it a little easier to build a city. I mean, I'm not a fan of that at first glance, but I want to see how it works. And if it works where it's like, you know, one of the things that I don't like about City Skylines 1 sometimes is with train connections, you can't even connect a... If you wanted to build a... You know, sometimes in City Skylines you unlock trains, want to build trains, but there's no, like, train connection in the map. Or it's very far away and then you got to buy tiles to get that, which can be annoying. What's up, Alex? Welcome aboard. Sound and music was really lacking in City Skylines 1. Yeah, honestly, all my cities is just constantly sirens, and I hate that. It's always just constant, just emergency services. And I guess that simulates a city, but, you know, there's other sounds, too. That was just traffic AI. Ooh. The Colossal Order bus livery. Very nice. Oh, I think that might be one thing you get. I think maybe you get more liveries or something. I can't remember. Well, this looks nice. Looks like this is a university, maybe? Or a school. Bunch of people outside, and then... They're at the multiple... Oh, there's multiple bus stops here and there. And it looks like there are bus lanes. I haven't seen them yet, but... I wasn't sure if they were in the game, but these appear to be apparently bus lanes. Now, I've also heard a lot of people saying the graphics the graphics, and it's like, yeah, I could kind of see that. It looks similar to the first game. On the other hand, I think a lot of people will be spending most of their time zoomed out, because as we're building a city, it's easier to build roads while you're not zoomed into them, but zoomed out. But I will say it kind of looks similar. It's a small step up from the first game, but looks similar. But I do appreciate how the cars and some things look a little less cartoony. Yeah, this is an example of exactly what I would put under a bridge, like an overpass. This looks to be a tram depot. This long, kind of short building would be perfect under the roadways. Good morning, chat. Welcome. Good to see you all here. This is the building that we saw looked to be more like a train station, actually. I thought this was a university, but this is a train station. And there were bus stops put out front later on. So that's what a train station looks like. Oh, and back in the background there, if you look closely, those two white arches there, that's like the old Avenue Bridge style. Hope we get more options for bridges. This is great. It's like Brooklyn right here. Like Brooklyn, but with a tram. Dirty's place. Oh yeah, there's a metro. Kind of a waste of space here. It's like it's like one. This looks like I don't know how many grid tiles this would be, but there's like all this asphalt here. Hopefully we have an option to put trees down or something like that. Ah, that looks cool. Wow, look at that. Ferry services. Very cool. And it looks like it actually has a bus terminal built onto it, too. Maybe? Maybe there's... Looks like a loading dock here, but it looks like this would be perfect for buses, but maybe not. I don't know. You can put down a restaurant. Oh, in terms of like on the fair. Oh, that'd be great. To be able to put down a bus, like a restaurant onto a train depot or something like that. I really would like to see more density with the train depots and such. I mean, in Japan, this would be a tremendous waste of space. But underneath this, there would be like shops. I mean, there was so much area for retail here that this couldn't just be. I mean, you could recoup the money that this costs to operate by literally having shops, you know, like a barber and like a convenience store. I mean, there's so many options, like multiple food places, donut shop, pizza, other things like that underneath underneath the rail station. This is great. I hope with the airports we get options for different looking airports too. This certainly looks like the new airports DLC for City Skylines 1. At least one of the terminals that you can get. It looks like there might be ways to add on to it here, maybe. That looks like a City Hall building in the background there. Obviously a freight train depot there. Oh, love that. That is looking beefy. That is a very big port. We've been seeing so many close-ups. I only saw the front side of it, but that's pretty big. Your favorite bridge in City Skylines is the wooden roof bridge, the two-way gravel road, perfect for farming zones. That is true. That's a good one. Oh, lonely little cargo plane there. Looks like a cargo plane. And I love how the trains seem to connect to this as well. It's like a train terminal built onto the cargo section of the airport, and that looks really nice. And then they explain a little bit more how to connect to everything outside the city. All right, well, that is the latest one, public and cargo transportation. Now we got about 4 minutes until, oh, apparently 2 minutes. Well, it'll be 2 minutes and then like another countdown on top of that. So this will be our fourth one. So every Monday they do kind of this where they cover a major feature on it, but also like this is they do more videos than this because on Thursdays the devs actually get in front of the camera and do a little bit of extra chatting about certain things. So yeah, so even though the next one is showcased to be today and then on the 17th, there's going to be one on Thursday as well. So every Monday and every Thursday, there's going to be a stream like this where we react to something new. I mean, I want to do it live and see what your guys' thoughts or what you might see and then do a video on it later, briefing everybody on what we all like what your guys' thoughts are and what mine are too, and share everybody's thoughts and opinions. All right, it says 60 seconds, but we'll see. This is the very first video. We'll watch this for a minute while we just wait. Just wait in the waiting room. I want to get a feel for this game too, like the pacing. I hope it does take us quite some time before we get to the skyscrapers we see in the game too. And we're going to have to feel how the progression in this game is too, because like I feel it'll be like the first game where you start out with like a little suburban neighborhood and then you add little shops onto it. A couple of little industrial areas for factory jobs, and then you have to build your you know, your services too. Hey, what's up, Part? Welcome back, dude. Thanks, Anthony, for watching. Welcome aboard, dude. Ah, yeah, and the whole grid tool. Seeing videos on this endlessly is just not helping, you know? We got to get this game in our hands in order to know what it's going to really, truly feel like. All right, still standing by. Oh, yeah, looks like City Hall down here. Sports Stadium. Cargo hub. I like how the city is separated by this highway here. Like a residential area here, maybe commercial, and then maybe some industrial too. Certainly feels like a bunch of cities in one. I feel like this definitely is the type of city that developers imagine everybody building, where it's not so dense but does have quite a bit of density to it. Oh. Okay, looks like things are about ready to begin. This is the YouTube countdown, and I can't even tell what number this is. These are so bad. These YouTube Premiere countdowns are so bad. I was gonna say minute 20. They're like camouflaging the countdown by making it match the surroundings. Like, oh, that's pretty. All right, we're about a minute away. Here we go. 60 seconds, and we get to see our first look at some of the signature buildings, whatever that may be. I hope it's monuments. Hope it's. I mean, I don't know what else signature buildings means. Could also talk about some of the end game stuff, like for example, how we could build the Hadron Collider or the space elevator or the fusion reactor in the first game. You had to unlock it and earn it, of course, but. All right, smash like, the hype is real, let's go! Apparently we're watching Universal Pictures, or Paramount Pictures video. All right, the hype is real. I want to see what's happening. We're going to watch this video a few times, no matter what happens, so... let's get excited. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Every decision you make weaves a thread into the fabric of your city. But don't for a second imagine a smooth, seamless surface. Cities don't work like that. Instead, it's an urban patchwork marked by the realities of life and living. You'll create and stitch it together with zoning. Zoning lets you decide where people live and work. You create these residential, commercial, and industrial zones with zoning tools. They work in a couple of different ways. Click and drag over cells on the map to zone large rectangular areas. Zone all adjacent cells with one click. Or get granular, zoning a neighborhood cell by cell. When you establish a city, you choose a map.
Nice.
The map's theme dictates if your city's buildings will have a North American or European architectural style.
I like that.
You can now use
that UI is very nice.
to mix it up. Go on, sprinkle a little North American flair into your European city.
Hell yeah, brother.
Vice
McDonald's,
versa.
McDonald's,
Okay,
McDonald's.
You know how zoning tools work, but what can you zone? Well, let's start with residential zones. The places and spaces where citizens relax with friends, raise families, and rest their heads
Ooh, those
night
houses
after
look
night.
nice.
There are now 6 residential zone types. Two will be
Oh.
familiar: low-density housing, detached houses for single families, and high-density housing, tall towers packed with residents.
Nice.
New zoning types include medium-density row housing and medium-density apartment buildings. There's low-rent housing now, too. Huge apartment buildings with tiny apartments.
Soviet
Finally,
brutalism.
there's mixed housing. Here, residents live in apartments above ground floor shops.
Nice.
Mixed housing adds next-level realism.
Mixed
because
housing
homes and shops
confirmed.
rub elbows like most real-world city centers. Ready to talk business?
That's great.
You'll create dedicated commercial zones where companies sell the locally produced and imported goods people need and want. Your commercial zones are also where citizens and tourists eat out, catch the latest blockbuster, and dance until dawn. You'll establish industrial zones with factories,
Ooh.
workshops, and warehouses where businesses can store goods ready for distribution or export.
Looks like a
You'll
little of the
also
industrial
develop
DLC in
office
there.
zones. Here you'll find small, low-density buildings with only a few businesses in operation. You'll also get the glittering, high-density towers that define your city's silhouette in the sky.
That looks great.
Growing your city and zoning go hand in hand. Here's an example. You zone residential areas that boost the population, and with it, the demand for jobs. You respond by creating an industrial zone with factories where people get to work.
Oh, you
Now,
can.
these factories produce goods,
What?
But they won't stay in business
You can
long
now
without
build your
someone
own
to sell them.
custom-shaped farm
Solve that problem
fields.
by
Pog.
expanding commercial zones. You see? Each zone helps create the momentum you need to realize the city of your dreams.
Oh, there's so many little
And
hidden
it wouldn't
details.
be the city of your dreams without signature buildings. These are unique residential, commercial,
looks
industrial,
nice.
and office buildings that you unlock as your city expands. They're free to build, and you can plop them anywhere. Plop. It's City Skylines lingo. Go on, say it.
Plop,
Plop.
plop.
What's so special about signature buildings? Well, they function like any zoned building. A home for people, a warehouse for industry, an office for workers. But they can elevate the neighborhood in unique ways. Signature buildings can also bring citywide benefits. Zone and place your signature buildings carefully so each city district flourishes and plays its part in the success of the whole city. Life's rich tapestry has never been richer than in City Skylines 2.
All right, a ton to unpack. Holy crap. All right, let's go back. Okay, first of all,
Work.
biggest thing here is that we can build industrial zones that are actually painted in the zone. So it looks like we can maybe build farm fields that are no longer square, but we can basically like paint them like a district, or like be able to build them very easily by clicking. You know, they don't have to be square anymore. That's good. That means we can also designate mining zones that aren't square too, so you can get the most out of it by just building one. That's amazing.
Now, these factories produce goods,
That looks really nice.
but they won't stay in.
Okay, so but this looks to be, hey, day one we're putting in parts of the industrial DLC. Day one. Because this feels like with the industrial DLC for City Skylines 1, where you put, this could be the main building and then of course all the farm fields on top of that. But don't know how we're going to get to that
long
point.
Without somewhere to sell them. You solve that problem by expanding commercial zones. You see? Each zone helps create the momentum you need to realize the city of your dreams.
Plop.
And it wouldn't be the city of your dreams without signature buildings. These are unique residential, commercial, industrial, and office buildings that you unlock as your city expands.
Okay, so that's kind of like the it's like part landmark and part
They're free to build, and you can plop them anywhere.
they're free to build. See, I don't know how I feel about that. I want to earn that more than
Unlock
one
as
way.
your city expands.
Wow, look at that pool. Wow.
They're free to build.
A switch on. From the humble toaster to the self-organizing sock drawer, this factory makes everything that runs on electricity. Plus 2% industrial efficiency citywide. Plus 1 college graduate chance citywide. Ground pollution medium, air pollution medium, noise pollution high. So it looks like we get one for low resident. Okay, So for these signature buildings, it looks like we get one for low density residential, medium or high density residential, low density commercial, industrial, and then purple's got to be the mixed commercial. It looks like they built a few of these already. How much is this?
And you can plop them anywhere.
Oh, it's free. Right. Plop.
It's City Skylines lingo. Go on, say it.
That looks to be the mayor's house, maybe, or some... A what? The Cordium condos? So it looks like there's unique buildings that are one of a kind that you get to place. They kind of already have this in City Skylines 1, but this is a little different. It's like encouraging you to put down like a one-of-a-kind building that could just spawn as a growable, but it gives you a bonus. So these are like some fancy-ass condos.
What's so special about signature buildings? Well, they function like any zoned building.
Oh, we need to see all these. Oh, hold on. There's something to unpack at every second.
What's so special about signature buildings? Well, they function like...
Wow, that is a lot. They give you quite a bit. This is just one of the tabs.
any zoned building.
What was that second one?
What's so special about signature buildings? Well, they function
Residential signature buildings.
like any zoned
Mixed residential. So the second tab was actually mixed residential.
building. A
Commercial,
home for people,
industrial,
a warehouse.
office. Okay, so offices are purple. All right, we got that now. Okay. So you can only plop them once. Yeah. So there are that's what that star is, meaning this has already been built in the city. So, and City Skylines 1 kind of has that too.
House for industry, an office for workers, but they can elevate the neighborhood in unique ways. Signature buildings can also bring citywide benefits. Zone and place your signature buildings carefully so each city district flourishes and plays its part in the success of the whole city. Life's rich tapestry has never been richer than in City Skylines 2.
All right, let's watch this whole thing again. And I'll be pausing throughout. Shout out anything you notice. And I'll be pausing whenever I notice something too. That was the takeaway, though, was one, paintable industrial zones for actual, like, land, not just a building.
Every
And the
decision
signature
you
buildings.
make weaves a thread into the fabric of your city. But don't for a second imagine a smooth...
City Skylines 1 specialized buildings don't function like regular buildings, and this is a game changer. Yeah. I feel like there's certain buildings that are signature buildings in City Skylines 1, like the industrial DLC, you could put down like the Lemonade Factory, for example.
seamless surface.
And that's kind of... It's kind of similar, but it is different. But it's got that same feel. They're still within the same wheelhouse there.
Things don't work like that. Instead, it's an urban patchwork marked by the realities of life and living.
City Skylines 1 bridge. Sad. Also, what is that behind there? Oh, that must be like a rail. Or tram.
You'll create and stitch it together with zoning. Zoning lets you decide where people live and work. You create these residential, commercial, and industrial zones with zoning tools. They work in a couple of different ways. Click and drag over cells on the map to zone large rectangular areas. Zone all adjacent cells with one click. Or get granular, zoning a neighborhood cell by cell. When you establish a city...
Oh, this was good.
Get granular, zoning a neighborhood cell
I forgot
by
we got to
cell.
take a look at the maps. All right, so there's your splash screen. Main menu of City Skylines 2. Continue game, new game, load game, editor, Paradox mods. Paradox mods. What does that mean? Log into your Paradox account and receive the medieval castle for free. Okay. I wonder if that means there'll be official mods made by Paradox, or if that's just going to link to their forums for other people to place mods outside the Steam store page, meaning that this will be available on Epic and or like PlayStation, etc. So you can get it all there. One thing to unite them all. One ring to rule them all.
When you establish...
Okay. Wow, look at this. Okay. So this is big too. This shows... First of all, I really, really appreciate the fact that they show the map on the screen. Like what... before loading into the game, this is what the map will look like. So that way you don't have to like click and, you know, like when you find a map you really like, and if you're trying to find it again, you don't have to click through all these to see them again. Also found it weird that they have all these generic ones like Archipelago, Great Highlands, Lakeland, Twin Mountains, but then also San Francisco. Like what a weird, like why not, where's like Tokyo? There could be 50 more of these at the launch. Who knows? This might not be every map in the game. But I think this is funny that they put San Francisco down because I feel like SimCity always did that. I think every version of SimCity had some version of the map of San Francisco laid out, which is funny. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no Timbuktu, exactly. Yeah, if they had Timbuktu, I'd be like, oh, that's a shout out for sure, but I'm sure that's pretty close. So what is the map we're seeing here in the game? Oh, I think it might be Barrier Island. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Or they made their own. It's either Archipelago Haven or Barrier Island. San Francisco is a pre-order map? Ew. But I like this. First of all, it shows the theme, but I feel like you should be able to change that at any point that you want. Maybe if you click select map, you'll get more options, but maybe this is suggested. However, this is cool though. So the Archipelago Haven is certainly a shout out to like Scandinavia, Sweden and Norway likely, because the temperatures go between 8 degrees Celsius and is it negative 30 or is that? Oh wait, I think that's the lows. Oh, never mind. So it goes from 8 to 30. Ooh, spicy. Northern Hemisphere. Buildable area 16%. Oh, because most of it's covered with water. Oh no! Bad. Boo. Outside connections. Road, rail, boat, plane, or, oh look at that, electricity. So that does mean your city at launch, when you build your city, we might not have to build power plants anymore in our city to get them started. We might just have to build a road connection to the border of the map, and then we can import power. So that's cool. So there might be ways to maybe export trash. I'm wondering, I don't think it'll be this way, but I'd love for it to be like SimCity 4, where you could build two cities next to each other. It'd be great if you built two cities in the game, and you could somehow have them work together, at least by sharing like services. If you build your big O capital city, and it can process trash and has university and stuff, it'd be really cool if when you start your new city that you could ship out your trash to the other city and like, you know, people could go to university at the other town too, but that's kind of more of a SimCity thing. I wish they would do that. I hope that's the case. But boo, do not like the outside connections, because that means some maps might not have these. So it's like, come on, man. Every map should have these options. You know, if you're going to give us more options, just give us the options. Natural resources. Looks like there is farmland. My head's blocking, but it looks like farmland, forestry, ore, and then oil. So same stuff as before. But it looks like industrial stuff is already baked in day one. So that's cool. Will there be snow maps, or is it the weather now? Yeah, that's the weather now. So maps like windy, like down here, windy fjords, that could be somewhere between like, I don't know, 20 and negative 10 or something like that.
To city, you choose a map. The map.
Wait, go back one.
Cell by cell. When you establish a city, you choose a map. The map's theme dictates if your city's buildings will have an...
Okay, so you can choose the theme no matter what. Okay. It's kind of weird that they show the theme, though, like at the beginning. Oh, there's tutorials, too. Oh, and that's great. Right at the start, they let you select unlock all and unlimited money right from the beginning. It's not like a mod anymore. Well, it's a mod, but it's not like you have to go to the mod section. You can just do it right when you're setting up the map. So you can pick your city name, theme, left-hand traffic. Oh, disasters locked in, too. That's good. Natural disasters, not just like, you know, fires and crime, but like, you know, tornadoes and floods. Okay. Shows a sunnier. Now that's a that's a weird symbol. Climate. It shows a sun with. I don't know. This looks like -3 to 19. So it's gonna be a little colder, but not too
North
bad.
American or European architectural style. You can now use zoning tools to mix it up. Go on, sprinkle a little North American flair into your European city, or vice versa. Okay, you know how zoning tools work, but what can you zone? Well, let's start with residential zones, the places and spaces where citizens.
Houses look good, but the driveways look very bland and boring. These there's a lot of asphalt at these houses. Why? There's so much asphalt here. Like, look at this guy's house. Solar panels, but I hate grass. Like, okay, grass does take up a lot of natural resources like water and whatnot, but why replace it with, you know, I don't know, it's like a sea of asphalt.
Citizens relax with friends, raise families, and rest their heads
Ah, Finland. Anybody in Finland in the chat?
night after night. There are now 6 residential zone types. 2 will be familiar: low-density housing, detached house.
Finland. Oh, bro. Pre-order canceled. The Finnish flag isn't even waving in the wind.
For single
The trees are blowing around. Flag doesn't even move.
families, and high-density housing, tall
Pre-order canceled.
towers packed with residents. New zoning types include medium-density row housing and medium-density.
Wait a minute. Did you notice this? What is this? What the hell is this seam between the two What is this? There's like a seam here.
New zoning types include
Unplayable.
medium-density row housing
I like the air conditioning unit up in the windows, though.
and medium-density apartment buildings. There's low-rent housing now, too. Huge apartment buildings with tiny apartments. Finally, there's mixed housing. Here, residents live in apartments.
All right, this is big. The fact that they've confirmed that and it's baked in is huge, because then we can get a lot more. Mods can go a lot further by a lot of this stuff being baked in from the start.
Above ground floor shops. Mixed housing adds next level realism because homes and shops rub elbows like most real world city centers. Ready to talk business? You'll create dedicated commercial zones where companies sell the locally produced and imported goods people need and want. Your commercial zones are also where citizens and tourists eat out, catch the latest blockbuster, and dance until dawn. You'll establish
Okay, this is another big part right here.
industrial zone.
I'm not sure what to make of this. I'm not sure if this is set dressing. All right, it looks like a quarry going on here. You can see the steps of mining going on and an industrial area nearby for processing. It looks like we have some iron ore processing, like, again, day 1 baked in. This is the Industrials DLC from 1, but baked into 2, based on what they showed so far. And it looks like this zone is paintable. Like, it looks like you could have used the, you know, the district tool to paint, or something similar to that, to paint this zone. To be like, hey, we're going to do mining here.
Factories, workshops, and warehouses where businesses can store goods ready for distribution or export. You'll also develop office zones. Here you'll find small, low-density buildings with only a few businesses in operation. You'll also get the glittering, high-density towers that define your city's silhouette in the sky. Growing your city and zoning go hand in hand. Here's an example. You zone residential areas that boost the population, and with it, the demand for jobs.
Right.
You respond by creating an industrial
Okay, see, that's huge. That right there,
station.
love that.
And with it, the demand
Look at this.
for jobs. You
That right there. That is custom farm building. Wait. The name of this farm is Almost Meat at 155 Valley Lane. Oh, I love that they give you the address for it, too. That's really cool. Low noise pollution. Almost Meat is the name of the company. They're growing vegetables. 14 employees, 100% efficiency.
Respond by
But yeah, it looks like you can grab the fencing, and that's what will develop the zone. But this is great because you know how inefficient it would be to just make a square here and not be able to, like, I don't know, that's just really nice. Like, if you're building a farm, you can use every little nook and cranny.
creating
Love
an
that.
industrial
That's huge. Although it looks a little awkward, but
zone with factories where people get to work. Now, these factories produce goods, but they won't stay in business long without somewhere to sell them.
right.
You solve that problem by expanding commercial
Look at the crane.
zones. You see? Each zone helps create the momentum you need to realize the city of your dreams. And it wouldn't be the city of your dreams without signature buildings. These are unique residential, commercial, industrial, and office buildings that you
You can't wait for this. You got Anno 1800 to keep you going till this. Yeah, keep in mind, folks, City Skyline, pretty much all the DLCs except for like the latest 3 or 4 are on sale. And Anno 1800 and many other city builders are on sale because of the Steam summer sale. So don't forget, that could hold you over for a few months until we get to October for City Skylines 2.
unlock as your city expands. They're free to build, and you can plop them anywhere. Plop.
Plop.
It's City Skylines lingo. Go on, say it.
Plop.
Plop. What's so special about signature
Plop.
buildings? Well, they function like any zone
What's up,
building. A home
crazy
for
cat
people,
lady Simmer?
A warehouse for industry, an office for workers. But they can elevate the neighborhood in unique ways. Signature buildings can also bring citywide benefits.
Okay, so I kind of like the whole signature building thing in terms of like if you plop down an office building that gives particular bonuses to the commercial district or the office district. What I like about that is it almost acts like a landmark because you only get one, so it's like a very unique building, but it also gives a bonus, but you'll be able to build it in every city that you ever build in City Skylines. So it's kind of more of a... It's like, instead of it being a signature building, it's almost like a progression, like a checkpoint or like a milestone. It's like a milestone building. Like at the start, maybe you don't get any. Then after like 400 people, you get to build a magical park. And then, 1,000, you get to build, I don't know, some warehouse or something. And, produces industrial by 2% or something like that.
Zone and place.
Yeah, we got our kitty emote thanks to chat. Thanks for the all the gift bombs over the last couple of days. We had an insane amount of new members due to chat's support. Thank you very much. I wonder, every one of the buildings there with the hexagon above it, is that a signature building? I would say yes. I like how they're going with density here. There is something nice about a huge sprawling city, but the fact that this downtown is kind of like just, maybe like 4 by like 8 blocks or something like that is very nice. It feels rather realistic, at least in terms of how they have the buildings set up.
Place your signature buildings carefully so each city district flourishes and plays its part in the success of the whole city.
I will say too, I think if I'm getting a skyscraper, one of the best DLCs for City Skylines right now for being able to build your own downtown district is the skyscrapers DLC. Like now, like because they put that in, you can kind of sprinkle in your own, even if you get some, if you have the financial districts DLC, you get some skyscrapers that way too. And if you mix them together, it looks really nice. Also, by the way, something that probably is not going to happen, but should happen.
So each city district flourishes.
We have a helicopter there. Be really nice if we could actually, like City Skylines has helicopters, but you can kind of only go from like depot point A to depot point B, but the helicopter never lands at like any buildings or anything like that. It'd be cool if you could build a little helicopter taxi depot and then allow for people to be picked up from the top of buildings that way.
Flourishes and plays its part in the success of the whole city.
Can you build housing on the top of commercial so you get shops on the bottom floor? Yep. They confirmed that's called mixed residential or mixed zoning. So it'll be, yep, residential building on top and then like a little shop at the bottom or commercial space. So that is confirmed.
Life's rich tapestry has never been richer than in City Skylines 2.
I gotta say, I am really impressed with that water at nighttime. During the day, it looks pretty good, but here, I mean, that's just wow. Like, this would be a perfect, like, you know, get a super ultra HD photo of this and then, like, put it up on the wall. That is gorgeous. Really appreciate how night is not too dark. Sometimes in these games, it's just nighttime is too impossible to play because you can't really see perfectly. Wow. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, what's up, Speed Fragger? Good to see you in the chat. Welcome aboard. All right, I like what I see here. This is gonna. I think this is what we're gonna focus on today. Then is we're gonna go play City Skylines 1 now and try to put down buildings in that game and compare. Today, let's discuss zones and signature buildings as they would be in City Skylines 1 versus 2, and then also what we saw for some of the zoning. Because I feel like zoning in City Skylines 2 also ties into what we saw for like the industrial zoning. How industrial zoning seems to work a little different based on what we saw for like the quarry and the farm. Because obviously here, when you're zoning an area on a street corner, it's typically square because buildings are square like that. That's usually how we build buildings. But we also get the option of building, like, this is also industrial zoning because you're literally...
Industrial zone with factories where people...
You're literally clicking and dragging.
Jobs. You respond by creating an industrial...
Yeah, and then you can change that. So it looks like that's completely you could actually edit that. Everything's editable. And then, oh yeah, right there. Look at that. Yep. Level 1 out of 5. Industrial DLC baked in. My God. What's up, Lanter? Good to see you. You wish they talked about the gas station and electric station. Yeah, I'm sure they'll talk about that at some point. I'm not sure when, but and I'm not sure what tab that might be under. And I'm still wondering, do we know what this is? This is like the biggest mystery to me, is this little, like, people think that was Chirper, but Chirper's over here. But what is this thing? The little bubble with the ... Like, we got parks, we got terraforming, we got delete. Mass transit, what the hell is that? Communication? I don't know. Oh, I wonder if they have their blog post out now. Wait, let's see if there's an updated blog post, because there could be more information here. Yep. Okay, so they just dropped their zones and signature buildings. So here's more information. Oh, North American versus European buildings. Nice. You think it's internet? Yeah, I think it has something to do with, like, communication somehow. Even more information here. There's our mixed zoning right there. So commercial shops on the bottom and all the housing up top. Oh, there's your gas station right there. Let's see. Commercial businesses after a range of goods and activities. Okay, yeah. They don't really specifically mention. They certainly show the gas station. Both low and density offices provide the city with goods. Ooh, this covers zone demand. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's great. Look at this. Oh, and city policies too. Oops. So this goes... Look at that. Medium density residential, and it shows you... Is that what's contributing? Oh, that's wonderful. Look at this. That's really big. It tells you exactly what the problem is, so you don't have to do guesswork anymore on what the hell is keeping you from getting a higher density demand. And you can see the density demand here too. There's like different colored green for medium, low, and high. And there's a scroll thing, so this is great. So if you're like, oh man, nobody's moving into my medium density residential area I just built. Well, there's unoccupied buildings and availability of jobs. Or rather, I think that means that A, your buildings are full, and B, there's not enough jobs. But people are happy, the taxes are within acceptable range, and there's plus students. What does that mean? Maybe that means availability of education? Oh, wait a minute. Here's your gas station right here. Commercial demand. Low skill labor available. Gas station availability. High skill labor availability. Local demand and taxes. So the gas station might have something to do with your drivability of your city too. Like, not only do people want to be able to easily get around the city, but they also want to be able to easily fill up their vehicles. So the gas station actually plays a pretty damn big part of this game too. So that must be a signature building, or is that what's going to go under the ... thing? Like, well, all right, I guess we'll have to find out next week, because that could be related to city services. Maybe somehow maybe we get to actually worry about fuel storage? I mean, because the port's going to need fuel for the ships, the airport's going to need fuel for the planes, warehouses might need fuel for all their trucks. I wonder if you can refine fuels and ship them to your gas stations. Yeah, maybe there's a whole production chain for actually producing your own fuel, which would be a little bit like Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, because in that game, all vehicles require fuel, and they use fuel. They can't go anywhere without fuel, and you can actually import it or make your own. In City Skylines, it's just vehicles go wherever, and there's no real... There's gas, which you can sell, or, well, you know, oil and petroleum products that you can sell for money, and then that's basically as far as that goes. Yo, Lawan, thank you very much for the Raptor Egg membership, and the 5 bomb for the Chatty Chatters. Thank you very much. Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. Maybe we could set prices for gas. Maybe. You know what's weird, though, is I feel like the gas station availability should be more for the industrial demand, because those would be the ones shipping in the most goods and shipping out the most goods. Commercial would want stuff shipped to them so they can sell it to the customer. But, like, don't you think if a factory made a product, that product would then be shipped to a warehouse and then be shipped from that warehouse to the commercial building? It seems like that would be more of an industrial demand, to make the product, store the product, and then, like, you know, offload the product at the commercial building. But that's interesting that commercial demand requires gas station availability. That's kind of just awkward. But I also see it too, like, you know, I guess if you go to a furniture store to pick out some new, like a dinette set, you go to that store and then pick it out, and then they, you know, deliver it to you that way. But I could also see that being shipped from a warehouse in the industrial district. Yeah, cargo ships will require gas. So yeah, I like this a lot, though, that I hope you click down here, it brings up this menu, and then from here, you get a lot more information about what's holding your city back. Like here, industrial demand is medium, and the problem there is that there's too many unoccupied buildings. Although I feel like this is a little misleading, like negative unoccupied buildings. Like, I think it should just tell you what to do. Like it should say negative and then build more vacant, like, zones or something like that. Unless this is referring to abandoned buildings, like, oh, we don't want to, like, people don't want to move in because, oh, there's too many abandoned buildings, or, oh, there's not enough jobs. Like, that makes sense. What's the purple line? That is for offices. That is confirmed to be offices. So yeah, the different green is different density of residential, blue is commercial, and actually one of the residentials is a mixed residential, and I think it's the dark green one. Because there's medium and high density, which is the top two, I think. And then the bottom one is, I think, mixed. What the hell's that? Oh, that's a construction tower. Tower crane. think we've seen all these before. Ooh. Oh, those are some of the office buildings right there. Very nice. Yeah, it'd be cool if we could click on it and get the information directly that way, yeah. One of the things that City Skylines, I feel, has too much to do, and they seem to improve on this in the second game, is in one of their last dev diary videos, they talked about how in the first game, getting information on your bus lines and stuff and all the mass transit is a little too... It just takes a little too much work to get into it. Like, to figure out what's going on with mass transit. At least they... you know, that's what they said. And I agree, you know, just make it easier with one click. That's fine. Like, redesign that. That's cute. That's a nice looking city. Ooh, a blue build. What a weird building. That looks to be a residential signature building. You know, come to think of it, SimCity 2013 also had a couple of landmark buildings that not only would bring in tourists, but also would bring in, like, it served a purpose of adding more residential housing. So what would be really cool here is these signature buildings. It'd be nice if, one, it acted as like a desirability thing and brought beauty to the city, so people would want to live near it. Two, people can actually live in that building because obviously it's like a historical apartment building or something like that. And three, could also be a tourist attraction. We're making a lot of jokes recently about how when me and Bradford are playing City Skylines multiplayer, that people are coming to tour like our industrial parking garage because it says like 13 tourists per week. But like maybe this could actually be a building people will want to go take a look at, I guess. That's a big old mall there. Ah, that's a signature building too. Okay, so you could put down a ploppable mall. So it looks like they're sprinkling in just a little bit of the previous DLCs. Like this would just be the shopping centers and or... I mean, City Skylines, even without DLC, has a couple of malls that you can put down, like the classic department store. The Coder Park provides citywide and local benefits. Oh, a modern office building where coffee is converted into game design, art, and code. +1 office efficiency. +5 interest in university education. +1 university graduation chance citywide. +5 well-being within 1 kilometer. Oh, well-being is a new factor too. AKA the whole happiness when you build a park and the whole smiley faces pop up. Efficiency 112. Employee, wow, 27 out of 63. So it looks like, it seems like a more believable number. 63 devs working in a building like that. So this is kind of like a game company or like a software company. So it requires electronics to produce software. Oh, interesting. What's interesting here, though, is that it doesn't show any sort of money coming in. It just seems like you would build a signature building, it'll provide benefits to the city, but that's about it. Doesn't look like anything else, unless there's more info. But I'd assume that this is the move it button maybe, and then this is the, like, to go to it. Love this though, this highway is gorgeous. We've got the sunken highway and then the side street and then a overpass going over both of those. This is beautiful. I really hope we can choose where to put the damn support beams, because man, don't we all hate it when a support beam doesn't spawn and you're like, well, that's not how that works. Anyway, that's cool though. And it even has a Celebiverse. It's like a company name too. Interesting. So the next one will be electricity and city services and then electricity and water. But the devs will have another video coming soon. So let's see if they've posted that one yet. So in a few days they're going to have, who's this guy? So in a few days they're going to have another one of these. They call them developer insights. So they actually go into the studio and talk with a few folks, and then they go into more detail. So like there was road tools, and then behind the road tools, traffic AI, and then more about traffic, public transportation, and then more about transportation. So the next video we're going to see is more information on these signature buildings and how they work. So that's interesting. All right, let's play some City Skylines. Let's go. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me for the City Skylines 2 stuff. Now, as we play City Skylines 1 right now... Oh, by the way, I bought every DLC for City Skylines except for, like, the radio stuff. So I got everything from Africa and miniature to Railroads of Japan to Brooklyn and everything. I got everything now. So that's cool. Dave the Diver's good on your Stream Deck? That's good. Good game. Any quick thoughts on the Steam Deck? I'd like to get one to try it out a little bit. Can you zoom in on the billboard in front of the building? Oh, was there anything interesting written on it? I zoomed in as much as I could. Any more and it just gets blurrier. Will City Skylines 2 have DLCs? Oh, do companies like money? They sure do. City Skylines 2 is going to have so many DLC. I mean, they've already... I think game development now is figuring out how much we're going to leave out of the base game, but not let the people know something's missing. That's the goal now. That's how business is done. All right, cool. So we should be able to get back into our old city. We're gonna go back to Rocket Town and play for a while, but I found a map yesterday. Man, some of the content creator maps, I feel like City Skylines 2 needs to just start hiring more of the community. I mean, seriously, pay them, you know, a good chunk of money to make some really nice maps. Some of my favorite maps in City Skylines have either been mods, but even more, the content creator packs have like the best of the best maps. But some mod ones are really, really good too. But like in terms of my favorite official City Skylines maps, they all come from the content creator community. Other than that, modded ones are beautiful. But Paradox does make better DLCs than others. That's true, yeah. I mean, you know, this is going to be a game that's going to last for like the next 10 years as well. So we'll be talking about City Skylines 3 in what, 2032? In 2032, we'll be talking about City Skylines 3. They pay the creators who made them. Yeah, they come. I'm assuming what happens is they go on the Steam store page and they watch YouTube and find out who's making custom maps and whatnot. And then they reach out. They come to an agreement on a price to make a map or a couple maps for the game, and then they publish on the Steam store page. But I really think they've had 2 map packs for City Skylines with creators, and I feel like they should have had more and that they could have come out earlier. And the only thing there is that it's convenient for people who are on console or don't want to download a ton of mods. You just download the map pack and then boom, it's good to go. And you don't have to really install a lot of mods. Mods are easy, but for the people who, you know, if those mod packs go on sale for $2 and you get like 4 to 6 new maps, it's like, you know, it's hundreds and hundreds of hours of fun in a new map. And some of what the City Skylines community has done is filled in tremendous gaps where I feel like Colossal Order kind of keeps making the same maps all the time, but the modding community like tries new stuff all the time. But you know, whenever the dev teams are making new maps, they're usually to try to showcase a new DLC. Like the devs have put in a ton of maps into the game, but it's like whenever Green Cities would come out, or whenever industrial DLC would come out, they would then add maps that tried to focus mostly on that. Like when the airports DLC came out, they tried to come up with like some pretty coastal, tropical locations. Not all of them, but you know, a lot of them had water and little islands, so you could go build on the airport on the island, or build a train line or something that goes to the island to pick up passengers. Whatever. Standing by. That would work to launch rockets on islands? Yeah, well, I did see a space center listed in the stuff we can build. I thought that was pretty cool. Glad that they didn't get rid of some of the more very unique things that exist in real life. All right, back at it again. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I have lots of RAM, chat. Well, you know, the computers us content creators use, the faster we can get a video out, the better. Alright, so going back to what we were talking about, signature buildings, here they call them unique buildings. And also there's monuments too, which can provide a little bit of the same. Like, obviously, if you put down a... what is it? The fusion... I mean, yeah, if you put down a medical center, it's going to provide a huge boost to the city for preventing disease or curing it. And then same here with the unique buildings. Like, obviously, if you put down a international trade building, it's going to help too. I mean, it provides entertainment 100, so... Oh. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, that happened. That must have been a mod, like, loading in. They had the unique buildings on the mobile version. I see. Wait, City Skylines has a mobile version? No way. Okay, well, let's get cracking then. Last time we were building this nice little... we're going to try to build another extension to kind of be more like this. We completed, for the most part, this part of the city down here on this island. I'll come back to it, but... we're going to build out here today and then try to build some nice, unique... Well, we put an IT cluster here, so maybe we could put a couple more unique buildings here. Like stuff from the Skyscraper DLC. So it doesn't look too modern. It's one of the things about some areas in City Skylines is that they look too much the same thing. They look too high-techy otherwise. Let's take a look at some of our skyscraper buildings. Do they have that separated here? Ooh, Art Deco buildings, cool. Hey, sports venues, nice. We can put down a stadium. I got some Africa buildings too. Nice little unique ploppables. Ooh, luxury hotel. Do they have a separate area for the, Project Skyscrapers. There we go. Good, good. What city is this? Oh, this is the one we've been building a very long time. This is our Rocket Town city. That's a big O city. Hey, what's up, Seth? Welcome back, dude. Alright, let's try to, first of all, we're losing $16,000. Oh my god. That'll buff out. Let's build a nice skyscraper, shall we? Ooh, oh man. See, some of these unique skyscrapers are so good because they fit in very unique, they're not so square or rectangle. Some of them are like both. Like either very square or very rectangle. Rectangular. That's a word. Ooh, that is, wow, okay. Large bank building. From Singapore. Australia? Got a 1960s Italian building. France in 73. Yeah, I love these buildings. These are great. They fit into such unique little footprints. It's nice. That fits in there nicely. What's up, Tyler? Cool building is cool. What's up, Bear? Welcome to the Big O stream. What is... Oh, is that... Oh. The Olympia Tower. Well, that's a good one. I feel like I already built that, though. No. Similar, though. We might move these around. Alright, we're going to work on this corner, and then we're going to work our way down the river. And people love that cable car, man. People are taking the cable car. I love the skyscrapers thing, though. I feel like I hope in the new game we get a lot of options to put down our own. Like how they were showing. Seems really nice to be able to build our own skyscrapers. And also have ploppable one, or growable. Plop. Plop. It's a little too much. Oh, that looks better. One of the DLC's got to be not clashing, but one of the mods must be breaking the heat thing here. That might be why we're in the negative for money. Like whenever the temperature drops a little bit, they're like, dude, we need heat. It's like, it's 15 degrees Celsius. That's not warm, but I mean... Black, thanks for the 30 months. Appreciate the support. Thank you very, very much. A new member, welcome. That could be any of my mods goofing with that one. Chase the donut truck down, I'm hungry. Yeah, the donut truck has been, that's gotta go, man. I haven't seen the donut truck in the new game. I think it's going. They're getting rid of it. And let's get rid of these. Yo, what's up, Wade Master? Random side note, thanks for all the chill stream. Nice to find a place to vibe and watch some games with a chill streamer. Yeah, our community is pretty damn chill, man. And City Skylines is a pretty chill game, too. Nobody's playing, like, competitive PvP City Skylines. I think people just want to make a nice little peaceful city that, on occasion, has or does something interesting. I have no idea what DLC is goofing with that. Not DLC, but that's got to be a mod, but I'm not sure which one. Gonna be a problem anytime it rains, though. Actually, maybe it's more realistic, because if it's 7 degrees Celsius out, people might be turning on the heat. If anybody knows, let me know. If you've seen me load one that might be causing a problem. I'm a noob. Man, it never stops raining in this town. Ooh, look, you can see the raindrops on the roof. Kind of. Huh. Ooh, there's even an undo button. Nice. Oh yeah, we got a lot of traffic problems in the city for sure. We'll be working on the city traffic one day. I want to flatten this terrain, but it's not. I'm like not able to adjust the size. Alright, let's build out this way. Yeah, now it's warmer again because the rain has stopped. Can you make waterways and waterfalls? You know, that's a good question. I did not see any sort of waterfalls in the new game at all. But we'll see. They will have some information about a map editor soon. Or the map editor, so we'll see. But they are going to showcase hydroelectric dams and power and water in a few days, so there might be something to generating water. You know, like how to gather water for your city, how to store it, and different power options. I hope we get some really cool and unique options for building power plants. I hope there's some simple options, but I hope there's ones where it takes a lot of work. Yeah, the second game's gonna have weather, so heat will definitely be built in. And I'm assuming that'll be tied to Probably a lot more involved with electricity. But there's other ways to get heat too. Hey, what's up, Danielle? Yeah, it could tie into that. I'm not sure exactly how. But you know, if not natural gas, there's, you know, electricity and a few other ways to get heat. Not sure how to get all the contours off the screen. I think we're getting a couple mods that are conflicting. That's probably what's happening. So, what can we build here? Some more offices there would be nice. Well, the new game, the video that we just saw kind of alludes to gas being an important thing too, like gasoline. Which is interesting because it does seem to be tied into commercial demand. So if you've got like a gas station, apparently it'll increase commercial demand. But I'm not sure exactly how that ties in. That's a nice building. Let that area grow a little bit. And apparently I've lost control over my ability to edit the landscape. Gotta be a conflicting mod. Regardless, we got a ton of the land here flat, so we'll make do. Honestly, I've been turning mods on and off and adjusting things and finding new ones as we've been playing multiplayer with Bradford in City Skylines. Multiplayer City Skylines, yes, it's a thing. Wow. We're starting to get traffic coming through too. You know, all these skyscrapers seem to be office buildings, but is there any that are like a residential? Oh yeah, there's one. A 95-meter tall residential building from Japan built in 2019. Ooh. Wonder if we'll need gas for our buses and transportation. Yeah, I hope they cover that, because it'd be really interesting if they're going to bring gasoline into the new game where it's a thing that vehicles need. I could only imagine that your buses will be automatically refilled at the depots. Like, you wouldn't have to do anything special for them. They'll just get the fuel they need when they go back to their base. We shall see. Let's do a nice little blop. Dino nugget, pun, gun, sunglasses. Is the Green Cities DLC built into City Skylines 2? You know, I bet there will be elements of every one of the DLCs in the new game. In some way, shape, or form. I think they'll take some of the features from the DLCs and put them in. For sure. Like, I've seen the Industrial DLC in there, it looks like. But I'm sure we'll get a little bit of, like, green cities, a couple of eco options, a couple of power plants from the first game. Stuff like that. It's going to be cool. I'm really excited about starting in a vanilla game, though, where everybody gets to start from the beginning. There'll be, like, you know, really no... Like, I feel like I want to play with just no mods and just... Because people are going to ask me, how's the game? And it's like, well, if we play City Skylines 2 on day one with no mods, like, we're going to be kind of just judging that game and being like, oh, this is cool, or, oh, you know. It's going to be both good and bad. Or very good. Wow. Very good. Wow. Yeah, very good. It's going to be a very good game. Yep. Yep. Very, very good. 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 Yeah, I can't stand my money being all over the place. On the other hand, mods. Alright, let's put down some shops. If vehicles need fuel now, I wonder if you'll be able to add EV charging parking lots. I did hear people talking about that too, yeah. So the cool thing about fuel is it would be interesting if we also had to pay to import that to our city. Like, for example, if we build a port, there should be an operating cost for... It would be interesting if the port's operating costs were not just necessarily money. If you build a port, you'll have to worry about connecting it via train and road and probably, you know, making sure that it's in a good spot for it to access boats. But also it'd be interesting if fuel was a part of that too, where you had to import fuel for the ships or something like that. Like there's a chance they might need to refuel at your ports. And it'd be cool if you could kind of recoup a fee. Like, hey, if you want to refuel here, there's like you gotta give us money. It's not free. We need the money. The money is mine, and I need the money. J.G. Wentworth. All right, what do we got? A little more commercial demand, a little more residential demand. Good spot for commercial here next to the skyscraper. Like a couple of little shops, too. Shouldn't all be big O buildings. Yeah, this is fine. The city must grow. Where are we getting most of our power from? Well, we got 2 geothermal plants and 2 waste-to-energy incinerators. And a windmill. Oh, right, we have a bunch of solar panels and windmills. Ah, this whole heat problem thing is driving me nuts. I downloaded a mod that's goofing with it, that's what it is. I just don't know which one. Well, well, well. I'm very excited, chat, to make a video on what we learned today. I feel like every one of these dev videos, we learn something that's not related to what they wanted to talk about that day, and it just gets me very excited. Like when they talk about city services in a few days, we're going to learn about, like, I don't know, something about high-speed rail lines or something. It's going to be like, whoa. Whoa. I feel like we don't really want what. Well, I'll just leave it for now. City will be a giant microwave oven. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Is what if we build in a climate with very warm weather? You think then the opposite would be true for people using air conditioning all the time? If it's very warm. Okay, we're getting a little bit more residential demand. That building makes too much noise there. Gotta put something somewhere. A thing has to go to a place, chat, I think. Hey, what's up, Emily? Yeah, we got a few people walking around, yeah. We need to bop up our city population. We're getting rookie numbers. Well, we're gonna have to build something. There, we'll upgrade that a little bit. Alright, we'll see if they build some new homes there. Could put a buffer of like a park or something here. But maybe the jobs will be more important. Yeah, welcome back again, Seth. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, the Bears, that's the name of our university mascot. I wonder how much of that will come into the new game too. Like like you mentioned earlier, Chad, like how much of the park life and eco cities and other things will be here. Yeah, what are we going to get for like universities and stuff? Like what will we get there? How intricate will it be? Like, can we build a... Let's say in the new game we can build a university and pick a specialization. Like, can we build like 3 universities? Can I build like a medical university and like an institute of technology and... Can I develop things that my city can later use? I need to know. Can you build cities in unlikely regions? Yeah, I mean, if you want to put a house on the very top of a mountain, you can definitely do that. Nothing's really going to stop you from building a road up a mountain. I mean, there is such a thing in this game as a slope being too steep, but if you want to build a giant road with super impossible bridges, you can do that. That's a thing. Let nothing stop you. I want to see where our budget problems are coming from. Like, what's the problem? Education's costing us a ton. But that's by design. Wow, hospital coverage is good. Cemetery at full. Yeah, but we have crematoriums going, yeah. Usually I build like a cemetery and then just go with crematoriums. Feels good to kind of have like both. Well, looks like we are going to need to focus more on residential. And eventually do something about our traffic. Someday. Someday, someday, someday. Bum, 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 bum. All right. We are going to build a new residential area. Cool. All right, let's put down some homes for the chatty chatters, shall we? Painting like that's fun. I feel like Bob Ross. All right, let's make sure it's connected via water. Bob Ross. Shouldn't be too much traffic going in there. Is Bradford building the house? Yeah, Bradford's building the houses from Construction Simulator, yep. He gets so distracted in that game, I tell you. He really does. Alright, that's good enough. And that shall slowly grow. We could put European suburbia. We have that in there. I could use that. Ooh, we're self-sufficient buildings too. We'll let it grow for a little while before we make a change. I feel like there was a school here too. What the hell? I feel like I built some buildings and then they kind of just disappeared. I feel like I built a school here and then a tennis courts are next to it. I don't know. When you goof with mods, things are going to happen. City's looking good. I think so too. Hope the new game's more optimized as well to use more modern hardware and systems. I mean, the old game's about 10 years old, and that's a pretty damn stable platform. So the good thing is like when City Skylines 2 drops, we'll be getting a modern game made for modern systems. And so all the mods can start with that rather than building for like an old system. Is there a secret police somewhere? Yeah, they're all secret. You're not supposed to know about it. Yeah, yeah, it's the HOA. Secretly, it's the homeowners association. Yeah. I'm glad we finally opened up a little suburban district. Apparently I clicked on those trees. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's also try to go to 50,000. Looks like we flattened out a lot of territory here. It's gonna have to grow slowly, though. Lots and lots of cars. Put down some more parking garages, because, you know. Oh yeah, our plaza turned out really nice too. AKA Eat Street turned out really nice. Man, it's just non-stop rain in this place. Crazy. Are you not getting flooded? I'm always getting flooded on this map from rain? Well, one of the things about this game is that it's really touchy with the water. Like, all the maps really are, like, high up. Like, I feel like we never get to build, like, here. This is actually rather low for a beach. The game always tries to do something much more elevated like this. They know what's up. Yeah, that fixed that. Oh, there's a sidewalk here. What about, that's a 6-lane road there that we're using. Asymmetrical 7-lane road. Now that might be a good opportunity to build that here. Yeah, 4 lanes in. Yeah, now there's 4 lanes of traffic coming in and 3 going the opposite way. Helps a little bit. Cheap change. Bearwood. You want to call that Bearwood Acres? Yeah. I bet you would. That's exactly what you want to call that. Oh, what else do we have for signature buildings? Let's see, Heart of Korea. Shopping malls. This is a new DLC for me. I hadn't used this one yet. This is out new this year. I think out in March. This came out in March. Mall of Marvels. Shopping Plaza. Traditional department store. Contemporary department store. Open air. Open air mall 1 and 2. Large grocery store. Or a medium grocery store. Open air mall. That's kind of nice. Oh, I like the tiers on that. Like an upper and lower floor in there. Well, I guess we could put that, something like that over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, damn. Wow. Well, the little shopping plaza seems nice. Got like a Macy's there. Wow, what? How the hell is like an indoor Nordstrom's or Macy's going to cause that much that doesn't make sense. It's not a fireworks factory that's on fire, it's a department store. Like how loud are department stores? I mean, it's not quiet, but it's not like... What? That doesn't make sense. Why is that so loud? Like, the Gargantuan Mall, dead quiet. This needs rebalancing. What the hell is this? Like, this mall only makes noise in front of the mall, but the Nordstrom's is like... What the hell? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Oh, modern Japan stuff. Anyway. Wait. Yeah, again, some of these arenas... Okay, whatever. Anyway. We'll go with the one we saw earlier. Can I build the parking lot here? Yeah, let's move that there. This is a tiny little regular old strip mall. Nothing special about that at all. I do like, though, that we could do this. We could try to put a street down the middle. Something like that. What's this building's footprint? 2 by... no, 3. Hell, a regular road would be fine here. Raptor, you're a waiter in my sushi restaurant, and Dave the diver. Well, thank you very much for letting me know, Craze. Thank you for hiring me. Thank you. Dave the diver is quite the game. Look at that. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. Beautiful. Yeah, roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Oh, that just looks cool, I guess. Yeah, I just can't believe how much noise, like, a Macy's makes. Like, what the hell? Are they having the Thanksgiving Day parade on top of the store? Okay, what else we got? Art Deco buildings. We got some high-tech buildings, too. Electric car factory, television. Seaside resorts. New Orchard Ocean Pier. Oh, that's cool. That goes way out there. That's cool. That right there is like landmark worthy. Like that you could put way out there. Alright, well, while we were goofing around with that, residential demand went up. Okay, so let's build some more residential. Honestly, I think the traditional road is just fine. Would be cool to make some sprawling residential up here. I think we again just go with the traditional 4-lane. Nothing special about this. But we'll try to fill in this space up here. Tan gets a hammer. What does Morgan get? Morgan gets to work on some pretty cool stuff coming up. I'm going to be reaching out to a few more of our community members just to do stuff I don't necessarily have time for that I think is really important for everybody else in the community. We have some really helpful people in our Discord who are always like trying to show people where things are in the Discord or like sharing links and things like that, but there's some people who want to help out, and it goes beyond moderating. Moderating's one thing, but it's like they're librarians or something. I don't even know what you would call it, but like, it's something else. They're going beyond, man. Like, not only do they have to watch me stream and hang out here, but then they have to like go and do stuff with my videos. Painful. Custodians. That makes it sound like they're killing people. Yes. They're cleaners. They clean up my messy videos. No, it's really important. I just don't have... oftentimes as we're streaming and playing games, sometimes I don't have time to go back to other videos and like put in timestamps, or sometimes I'll miss something, or a playlist will break because of some YouTube update, or videos will be incorrectly... like they won't have the correct episode number or something, and so they can help. They're like editors, but they're not editing videos. They're not editing a video in terms of like, you know, splicing footage together and uploading it. They're taking what's already there and making it better. And plebeian chores. No. I think being helpful on this channel helps a lot of other people to find games, and helps people to feel part of a community, and it helps organize things, and it saves a lot of people time. If I forget to link a game in the description or something like that, sometimes I won't have time to go back to put that in, and so, you know, I don't have time, but if they have 2 seconds to do it, then it saves 10,000 people 1 second. I don't know. It's a nice thing to do. And I'm thankful for that, because the community and the channel is not just about me anymore, and it's bigger than me now, too. Because I feel like even though I'm on my channel, and this is my thing, I still represent, like, Dirty and Lumberjack and Red and other people who might not stream as much as well that you've seen and heard before. Like Morgan, Indrid, and Harry, and other people who play with me, but they don't necessarily have their own channels, but they're like community members. Some people would have their own like emotes and stuff, so it's nice to have some help. I want to do more, but to do more I would have to make less content, and that wouldn't be... I don't know. To miss out on a City Skylines 2 stream and being able to play City Skylines because I gotta like do some other stuff would suck. Like, we could bring this whole stream to a stop, and I could go answer emails for like 30 minutes. I could go do that. I've got over 900 unread emails that on the daily basis I try to classify and categorize and organize and reply to, and find out which ones are just like information versus like... And I gotta read those emails too, because you never know when it'll be like, hey, you want a key to City Skylines 2? You know, like when I get the City Skylines 2 email, maybe I already got it. Maybe secretly I want more time to play City Skylines 2 and I've already been playing it. I don't know. But yeah, everybody's helpful in this community. So thank you. Everybody does something. Everybody drops a gift bomb or views or says hello in the chat or whatever. It's nice. Thank you. Well, that's going to be our new neighborhood. Happy to be here, yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's not unimportant. Like, it's little things that I can't do that I'm really extremely thankful that some people don't mind doing. That's really cool. Because by default, our community is very helpful anyway, like in the Discord. You know, someone's like, dude, I want to post a funny video that Raptor... I made this clip, where do I share it? And then everyone will be like, oh, put it in this room. So it's nice. Is the new neighborhood going to be called Folks and Oaks? Wow. We could do that. Alright, this is going to be a huge suburban neighborhood. I really feel like we need to make multiple ways out of here. But I want to separate it from the industrial area. We're always happy to help. Yeah, I know. Anyway, there are people who are in our community all the time who work from home or have different schedules or different things going on to where they're able to help more. And if they want to do that, let's let them do it. Am I going to play more Dave the Diver? I want to. I've kind of reached the end of what I wanted to explore in that game for now. We'll go back to Dave at some point. There's like a large ridge there. Nope. Enthusiast is a neutral label, yeah. Well, chat, there's a lot more games I want to play. Aliens, Dark Descent, Dave the Diver, whatnot. A lot of those games we put a ton of time into, but then they have to come to an end to make room for other stuff too that's new. I hope to finish all games sometime. Yeah, true. Farthest Frontier. Yeah, then I get stun locked by. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of games. All right. Now we can do a lot of the big old greens up there. Hold on. Emails. You want me to put camping places in the floodlands? Wow. The other thing is we got to connect water out here too. I think we're going to try to turn this into like a European suburban. You know, an easier way to solve this problem would be to do this. There we go. Is that a decorative one? Perfect. It's a really good way to set up a neighborhood like this for painting so that way you don't zone where you don't intend to. Alright, look good. Actually, I could just do this, right? Wow, that's so much nicer. And we didn't even get that update till this year that lets you only zone on one side of the road. Or choose the side in which you're zoning. No. Do I have a mod on that disables piping? And electricity? Oh. Yeah, that's new. like when I get to do all the water and stuff. Yeah, I must have a mod on that does the automatic. I subscribe to a collection, so I'm not sure exactly which mods were downloaded, but there must be a mod that takes care of water and power auto connecting. Yeah, it must be one of those in there, Morgan. I'm not sure which one. There's also a mod that's making it so that way when it gets cold, people are like freezing in the buildings. But it's all good. Now that we got this big O sprawling suburban neighborhood, which looks really nice, I think we'll district that out. See if we can make that suburban. I'm not sure. I haven't done that before. I'm not sure how to do it. We're basically trying to give them a theme. Some European. Oh. There we go. All right, so now we can set some policies here. First of all, we could change that to European suburbia. Looks like we can change certain areas to the shopping malls district too. We just do a bunch of commercial here and then just change it to the shopping malls district. Give that a shot. Let's see what that looks like. So now they're converting to shopping malls. Let's see. Okay, what are we gonna get here? Oh, that's cool. The cars are all... Wow, alright, that place is busting. Look at that. In America, this is where 95% of the like commercial areas are like this. This is where you go to your T-Mobile store. What else is in these places? Payless. Every sort of like... Wow, that dude is parking an RV. What an a-hole. What a jerk. Look at this guy. He's blocking the sidewalk with the gargantuan RV. Wow. Bro. Jeez. Yeah, this is America for sure. Don't worry, everybody else. I exist. Move out of the way. Wow. Yeah, maybe there'd be like a little restaurant in here or something like that. Maybe, yeah. But these would have little shops in them, little stores. Like obviously, like there'd be like a little. It's got to be like shoes and cell phones and stuff in these places. Maybe this might be where you find like a Subway, a Subway. Wow. Ooh, all right. The shopping malls DLC actually kind of nice because it makes the buildings look a little more. This would be good for a downtown residential area. They look a little more like mini skyscrapers in a way. That's kind of nice. As where some of the commercial areas look like they'd be more like out in the. They'd kind of be out here in the suburban area. That's kind of nice. There we go. Something like that, whatever. Parking garage, little strip mall, and then... But I do appreciate that some of these DLCs at least have ploppables and growables, and that you can paint the district and make it really small. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of cool. I like how we have a little shopping district that's not necessarily a mall, but like a kind of a street of different shops. And some of these could just be like fancy cafes and restaurants and, you know... whatever. All right, let's see. What else can we do in this place? Oh my god, the frames. Have I pre-ordered City Skylines 2? No. What I'm pretty good friends with Paradox in terms of I've covered a lot of their games in the past where they've contacted me in advance to give me early access to them or something. So I'm going to assume that they're probably going to reach out at some point and give me access to the game, or maybe they already have. And so maybe I'll get a chance to play it before I could even like get pre-order access to it. But if they didn't reach out to me or anything like that, City Skylines 2 is a game that I will like get no matter what to like cover it on the channel. Because like if I'm playing all this City Skylines and then I choose not to do it, yeah. Have you lost your weight? No. Maybe it's just the color of shirt and that I shaved a little bit, maybe. It might be the opposite. 4th of July was a little abundant. But thank you for asking. What's the name of this map? That's a good question. Me and Bradford, I honestly don't know. We stumbled on this map the other day in multiplayer, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm already building on this map. But it's a big O island. And I think it might be one of the content creator packs, but I honestly don't. Is there a way to tell? Multiplayer, what does that mean? Am I going to build out on the smaller islands? Not for now. I think what I'll do is I'm going to continue to build up and east. Because eventually I'm going to build my space center here, but I need a buffer zone between that. So maybe I'll do like a nature reserve, then the space area. And then build down here. So I'm going to keep building this way. And I think a lot of this is just going to be suburban. But suburban's easy to do, because you just got to build like these. Like you just build that. And it kind of feels lazy, but it looks nice. Or it will when it's filled. Oh, did I give the European suburban? Nice little German homes. Pretty sure I gave this the rule. Yeah, European suburbia. We're gonna have to figure out where. I think this is just gonna go. I think this is just gonna be an avenue down the middle. I'd like to do a highway, but and we certainly need to, but I'm gonna have to change the design of a lot of the city for that. What else do we have for district theming? Industrial Evolution, Brooklyn and Queens, Modern City Center. Oh, that looks too nice to mess with. Oh, wow, that actually turned out really nice. Let's change these buildings here. Let's give it a little test. I'd love to see what Heart of Korea looks like too. Well, let's do Modern City Center to fit our train station. Maybe we could expand that down here along these buildings? I don't know. I don't want to mess with too many buildings around the department store because it kind of looks nice. Looks like it matches quite a bit. Greetings from India. Well, hello. Thank you for watching. Maybe we'll keep that sector a little old. Alright, I'm going to expand this further. That lag. All right, let's see what happens. So now we're building this as a modern city center. This is gonna change the appearance of it, and maybe some other things too. So now they're going from the traditional European, almost look like mixed buildings, but they're more residential. They certainly look mixed, though. When does this come out? Well, this game is out now. City Skylines 1 has been out for a while. City Skylines 2 comes out in October. How's the game's PC performance so far? Well, it's getting more shaky with more mods and stuff, but considering that this is a game from like 2015 with 13 billion mods piled onto it, I'm pretty impressed. Okay, so now we're converting the older style buildings to the new ones, the modern city. New PC? Soon. Soon. We'll see if we hate it. Well, let's see. Wow, that looks really nice. It's amazing how these small districts like that can really make things look nice, especially when you build them around a building, kind of like an anchor point. Yeah, the traffic mod will turn on and off. Yeah, we could do a lot with the traffic mod. We'll have to get to traffic sometime. Got to get back to bussing. Oh, it looks really nice. You know, that fits beautifully. It does look like a modern version of the buildings across the street. These look like they're from the 1800s or early 1900s, and these seem like they're anywhere from the 50s to the 2000s. Either remodeled or... yeah, it looks great. That's cool. And then let's do... I kind of like the areas of the old town there. Well, this is another shopping mall, so let's put some modern buildings around that. Wow, the power of districts, man. So those buildings should convert to look a little more modern. It'll fit that mall nicely. You don't remember being a member? Welcome aboard as a member. Might be a while till we see these buildings convert, but whatever. Oh, oh, it took a long time to build the modern stuff. Well, it's not immediate. It takes a while. Yep, city's really growing now. I think what we'll do is try to add more commercial. And areas where the grid is trash, I can always put down one of these. There's like a restaurant or whatnot. Oh, roadside diner, damn. Ooh. Be like historical. Be it's like a Denny's. The first Denny's. Always open. It's Janet's. Aw. It's a Waffle House. And we could paint a district here and try to make these guys change their appearance too to blend in with that skyscraper. It's so cool how many options you've got. Like the skyscraper and the modern city center might go together really well. And I can paint another district here. I've never been so interested in the districts before. Well, I don't want that to be Forest Hills, though. Oh, hell, let's try mid-century modern just for fun. Wow, look at all the buildings tucked in there. Jeez. The smallest district ever, I know. Well, you know, you can have a block of that's kind of a cool thing too, is if you're trying to build a modern city but you want some things to look historical, like the city's been there a long time, it's a great way to make the city not look new, because it can be a little confusing to build like this old, like there's areas where it looks like it's the old medieval part of town. A lot of European cities have old walls, old bridges, old districts that are still there. And it just clashes to see a McDonald's next to that that's not in an old building. Pie Town. You want me to call it Pie Town? Yeah. Well, you know, it's next to the roadside diner. Like, kind of over here, so. Bro. Janet's got this restaurant from the 60s, but also has, like, EV charging stations at the restaurant. Wow. Scandalous. Alright, here's what I'm doing. We're doing an extendo. Pearl Park's getting expanded. Extendo. So these are going to be buildings that look like they're from the 60s-ish. It's a Cracker Barrel with Tesla charging, yeah. Oh, you know, the nice thing about the districting, though, is that it makes everything look... You could just have the same policies and just make it a different paint job, and then it does look a little different. And then it makes it look like there was different planning going on at different times. University is still costing us a boatload of money. We can hold 8,300 students. We're only holding 2,100. Yeah, that's all right. We're still working on it. I mean, the city population should only go up as we expand. Love the bookstore. I got the Skylines, please. Okay. You know, I want to put down another post office. Commercial area here is just too big. It's too much. Hey, what's up, Black Dragon? But the city needs it in order to grow. So we have to do what the city needs. Will there be strip clubs? Chicken strip clubs? Hell yeah. KFC, Cane's, Popeyes. Actually, I think some really good mom and pop places have way better chicken than any of those places now. Man, I went to a mom and pop chicken place a couple of years ago, and it was just like, all right, I'm coming back. And I came back later that week. Had to disguise myself. Had to like buy a costume and sneak back in. Like, damn you for making good food. Yeah, Zaxby's, yep. True. Damn. We're winning all of our games. Look at that. 1-4. Damn, our sports team is fantastic. Wow. Swim team's kicking ass too. Damn. Well, if our teams are doing good, then we gotta step up those numbers. And if we're doing free busing and security, then we gotta charge a little bit more money too. Yeah, Bearsh. This is one of the things the new game needs is I don't understand why we're seeing these little empty triangles again in City Skylines 2. Where it's like you can't fill, you know, like areas like that are awkward. But it'd be nice to be able to paint this with pavement and then allow for a area for food trucks to be there, or like just shop stalls or something. Like there should be something more. Oh my god. Our money's bouncing all around. I think there's a mod on that has something to do with like, there's something to do with heat where, I don't know, people are getting mad. I don't know. Also, we have a huge budget going towards our education. We have this big O university. That's taking a little bit of the monies. You made people mad? Well, I mean, you know, I don't know if that's mad if I'm spending a ton on the university. It's fine. Money's bouncing all around. It's off slightly, Reed. Oh, whatever. Let's just use that as a placeholder for now for something else. Something else will go there. Perfect place for a fountain, yeah. I think we'll add a few more skyscrapers around here. A little... I do like how some of the placed ones are a little smaller than the high-tech ones. I don't want them all to be... I don't want all the skyscraper ones that we can place to be larger than other ones in the town. Otherwise you'll be able to tell. We're getting like 7 frames per second in the town. Too many assets. If we zoom out though, we're getting like 60 frames a second out here. Hey Raptor, I'm very excited for City Skylines 2. The game looks more like a real-life city builder game. There's certainly a lot of options for it, yeah. What DLC is your train station? That is the... I think that actually might just be a basic hub. I built that before buying the train station's DLC, so it's not one of those. I think that might just be a vanilla end hub. Let me check. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, old market station. Ooh. Actually, it's this tab. Yeah. It is called the... So you'll need the mass transit DLC. So it's a mass transit DLC multi-platform end station. But man, some of these are cool. Oh, that looks really neat. Damn. You know, some of these are fun just to try to get the challenge of, like, putting them in your city. Like, to do an elevated station like that would be really interesting. Damn, now I kind of want to put another station in the city somewhere. What we could do is find a way to get the rail line. I mean, I could have this rail line split and go left. Well, there's that tunnel there. Damn. Well, whatever. I could have the rail go this way, go along the highway somehow, and then come up over here. We could build another secondary train station. I really want to build another train station. I didn't realize there. Damn, there's so much to do in these damn DLCs. It's ridiculous. I really wish I played them more in depth when they came out to build more of the stuff. They're pretty overwhelming with the amount of things you can't really build them all, but yet you want to. Old Market Station. Man, those are really, really neat. I'm train stun locked now. Stop it, chat. Tricking me. Yeah, the stuff we learned about zoning and specialty buildings today was promising with the mixed stuff, and a few of the zoning options for industrial looked cool. That was nice. Can people actually be employed here? Just tourists. Man, I may want to build a damn train station. Either the crossover train station hub or the sunken one. Ooh. If it's gonna be anywhere, it's gotta be down here. I feel like I want to build these all and see how they're gonna work. Kind of weird, it doesn't want me to put it on the thinner road. It's like it wants the medium road. Oh god. Oh. Oops. It'll put it there, but not here. Weird. Let's just put it down and take a look at it. Alright, that's cool as hell. We're not going to have that many trains. Actually, is this more for Metro? Seems more for Metro. No, it's train station. Train station, that's the one. That's cool, man. Old Market Station. Oh, I love that that has a road going through it. That's really cool. I wonder if that can actually accommodate traffic. I feel like rather than that end station we built now, that's probably what that would have looked like beforehand. That looks like a modernized station that was just what we put down. That would have definitely been one of the old school ones. Yeah. It's a little too modern. It's too fancy. Like a damn museum. Yeah, it's a fancy pants station. It's a little too much. Although I really like the fact that it's at an angle. I might go with it. I might go with it. Although this is gloriously simple. And with a very nice like one-way, looks to be a one-way road. That might be our winner right there. Dual platform. Oh, that's for 4 lines though. Yeah. Yeah, that might be useful. We probably should get a few more than just 2. This has 4. Still like the other one a little bit more, though. I don't want the elevated. Although that one's nice. That's a big O one right there. How's the farms? They're farming. I think we have our winner with the glass, the ground bypass glass box, which is nice. Although, we could do an end station too, but we could also leave that end station. It doesn't have to be like this one. But I think it's pretty much decided that we'll just build a train line here. With stops like maybe here and here. We'll have here, here, and here. And we also have to do our metro. We still haven't even like really touched on that. We've mostly just been building the city, but traffic problems are abundant. And I think it's mostly because of busing and metro. But the train will really help too. At least it'll get cars off this road. I mean, traffic's flowing. Kinda. That's gonna have to be its own thing. Like when we get to work on rebuilding this When we get to work on doing the roads, we're going to redo this. Like this, all this. And then busing and metro. There's going to be traffic AI and prediction functions for the second game. Yeah, and it's going to be really diverse, too. It's going to be based on travel time and money and some of it being comfort, which I think can actually be boosted by giving them a beautiful road to look at, which is kind of nice. What's up, Carlos? Well, we certainly have a lot planned for the future here. More trains and mass transit. I think what we'll do is next time we play, we'll continue to expand this area a little bit and prepare to start building a train line through. If we build the train line first, I think it'll be easier to build the road afterwards, because the road will just be kind of more of an upgrade. And I don't think I want to do a highway, because that's going to require... Well, if we expand our highway, we could actually make a... We can make the highway come into here and then sort between these two areas and then down to the surface road to go up here, because this will be more of a city a little bit. We don't want a highway going through there. Especially since there'll be a couple of train stations. But I like the trains more, and I want to see how many people are actually using our train. Oh yeah, almost 1,000 passengers carried last week, so there's certainly people going through there. And if we take a look at our mass transit in general... Yeah. Like 300 per week via train, 400 per metro. Rail is the way to go. Even 115 people per week are crossing the cable car. We built a cool little cable car to get to the sports stadium, and I think that was a good option. Train station time for us, chat. Is it me or the frames starting to drop? Yeah, the more we zoom in, they'll drop. Like here, we're at like 60 frames per second. Here, we're at like 40. Like less than 30. When we zoom into the city, like here, this is like 7 frames per second. There's so many details. There's a lot to look at. I mean, look. The game has to do a lot. Every window, air conditioning unit, tree, bird, car, plane, dog, cat, whatever, all have to be modeled in. It's crazy. All right, chat, that's going to be it for our first look at the new stuff coming to City Skylines 2 for zoning and whatnot. What the hell language is that on the screen? Cthulhu? Anyway, I'll be back for more City Skylines probably on Thursday when we take our look at more of what we just covered today for zoning and signature buildings, where the devs will drop their developer insight. So I'll be back a little later today with Farthest Frontier, but I'm going to be dropping a video in just a little bit for a game known as Ravenbound. We'll take another look at that game, a very cool combat game, and I'll get the video ready and release that in just a little bit. But thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Please do leave a like if you'd like to see more of this game known as Skylines. Not City Skylines, just apparently got cut off. Alright, I'll see you all later, and tonight we'll be playing something else as well. I'll figure that out too. Lots to do. So thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing. Thank you very much for all the new memberships. Thanks for hitting the join button. Thanks for spamming those emotes, and thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in a bit. Thanks for being here. See you soon.